My cat is being a mega crybaby next to me. He keeps like going, yeah, I hear you. Oh my god, she actually obeyed. Sick. Love that for me. Oh, come the fuck on. Work with me. There we go, sick. I was really concerned for a second that this wasn't going to work either. Hey, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Callie Rosling, Salman. This is here to play games. Games. Game. Yeah, as you can probably tell, my allergies are still gnarly. I took a COVID test last night, though. Negative. I have no fever. And I have not coughed. I am simply congested. Please fucking help me. I'm dying. Anyway, it's time to continue with Final Fantasy. I don't remember what the fuck I was doing. Right. Kobolds, Titan. Yippee. Let me stare at Banani. Banani. Oh, Banani. Banani's so pretty. But what if I did Elizin? You know? What if I did Elizin? What if? What if I did Elizin? What if? You know? I could. I have the data saved. Shit. Wildwood? This one? Yeah. See, I have it saved. Right? You know? I think I'm paler than— oh my god, this is already as pale as I can get. Fair enough, fair enough. You know? I could. What the fuck is 82.6 inches? Wait, oh my god. 82.6. Give me a second, I'm doing the math. Oh, that's like 6 feet tall. A little over 6, that's fine. I'm not that tall. Actually, yeah, I'm not that tall. Wait, no. Oh, that's well over. 72 is 6 feet tall. Am I gonna be a short-ass elephant? Let me confirm this. Am I stupid? Can I do math? How empty is my head? Feet is 76 inches. I was correct. So I get to be tall. Fuck it, balls to the wall, I'm fully tall. Hell yeah. I could. I kinda want to. I won't lie, I kinda want to be Elizin. I don't know why. The vibes are there. The vibes are there. The vibes are so there. But nani. But no, I'll continue. I think I said I would be Banani until I finished ARR, and then I'll swap into Elizin. Cider. Yum. I don't know. I could also bounce back and forth however much I wanted. I might do Stormblood as a Banani, just to feel joy during an expansion that I don't particularly care for. It's like a reward. Anyway. Let's go beat the shit out of Titan, I guess. Oh yeah, I don't feel like it. position my fucking hands correctly. Been a minute since I've played mouse and keyboard. Well, I mean since the last time I streamed it. Good to see you, Private Alba. The Scion sent word that you were on your way. To business, then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Ogahomoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for their fell primal. Oh, hello. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Your deeds bring glory to the Maelstrom, Private Alba. Right proud am I to call you one of our own. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Calon personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagian and the kobolds plagued our people, nor is this the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was to the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. Oh my god. So it is, we turn now to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you are right, yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Solocracy, oh my god, make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep to their own lands? Something. And was it not the Lominsons who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Y'shtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse shall not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Lominsa's citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of ether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. I trust I can count on you, Private. Yeah, I don't have a choice. You have my thanks. Along with the full support of the Maelstrom, I await good tidings. You said figure it the fuck out, bitch. That the kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates that they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe, and I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Greyfleet Mills in Lower Lenosha. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. Okay. Now I get to run all over and be annoyed. Oh. Oh, eee. I just get to run. Oh my god. I didn't wear my glasses all fucking day because I'm a clown. And I am very deeply regretting it because I've had a headache for the past, like, 6 hours, question mark. It's my own fault. And I'm sure the congestion isn't helping, but, you know. Haha. Yeah. What's up? Game. That's all I got. That's all I got. Chill day. It's not going to be too long of a stream. Probably about an hour and a half. Probably stream until 11 p.m. my time. Maybe slightly past because I've already done some dishes. But, you know. We're just gonna go. until I feel like I'm dying. Maybe not that far, but you know what I mean. So peaceful. Hello. Hello, Stola. The Company of Heroes is the most celebrated mercenary band in the history of Eorzea. Even so, I must admit I have never before met one of their members face to face. I imagined that a warrior who had toppled both Titan and Leviathan would seek to bask in a lifetime of fame and glory, yet he seems to have settled in a place distinctly bereft of adoring crowds. Come lay down your burden, son. Come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time. Find ye a lass or three. Eh? You were gonna say something, Venture? Or just keep staring? Eh? You want to know about the Company of Heroes? Ah, hells. Price of bleeding fame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more. If I remember correctly, this isn't the correct guy. Like he's lying, but... still, seeing as you've come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige ye. Consider yourself lucky, mate. Old Tractome was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Aha! So you want to hear the tale of how the Company of Heroes bested a primal, do ye? Oh shit. Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. 'Twas a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took, and when he hit ye, boy, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Ugh, just like that. Titus. Lamo. Oi, what's that look for? I'm a goddamned hero, I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we use to beat old Titus. Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that made a nest by the windmill just south of here? Aye, do that, and then we'll talk. Bitch. I remember being so annoyed the first time I did this. Annoyed and confused. I think Stola gives us something. Oh, never mind. She said, I don't know, fuck around, find out. Fair enough. Fair enough. Why am I not... My button's not pressing. Why my button's not working? What the fuck? This is fucked up. Why are my buttons not working? Alright, one second. I have to figure out why the fuck my buttons aren't working. Okay. Oh my god. It's turned off. DPI was also fucked up. What the hell happened? My brother was here and I think he probably used my mouse and fucked it up. Still work? Oh my god, why is the DPI so dog shit? Okay, there we go. Anyway. Don't think so. Oh, wait, maybe. Anyway. So the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, venturer. Save me the hassle of... never mind. Bitch. Appears to be ignoring me. What? You still asking about how we beat Titus? I don't know, venturer. It was a pretty risky strategy. The kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach ye, I surely do, but unless you prove ye have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you need to be capable of slaying, say, a gobu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour milled here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course I ain't asking you to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Any road, why don't you try heading due west and stand on the lookout in case a gobu comes calling. Slay it, and I might consider telling ye more about old Titus. Now do you give me anything? There we go. Eat shit, Tractum. Hello, Gubu. Holy sneeze into it. Me too cheap. Gubu. Ooh. You again. Then that Gubu that was harassing the Millers is dead? Didn't think you had it in you, venturer. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. Still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. I'll kill you. Means unconvinced of your readiness to defeat dead primal Titus. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew a... Tractum? You in here drinking again? If you are, that Gobu had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, chief. You have me word on that. Leave to be sculling too with me trusty axe, I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask him? He'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true. Was it Tractum that slew that Gubu, or you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Tractum, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes, the legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Titus. Titus? Who in the seven hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream? Company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody halfwit. Aye, well, see, Titus was what me and the boys called it. That's the biggest load of Sahagi shite I've ever heard. Both of you outside will learn the truth the Lominson way. Tractum, if you didn't slay that Gubu, you may consider your contract revoked. Haha, get fucked, idiot. Get fucked, idiot. Oh, not funny. Okay. Let's do this. Destroy the large boulder. Trying to kill me, that's cheating, Lamau. I should've. Idiot. Lamau, get fucked. Alright, I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes, but I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned me lesson. Honest, I have. Save your blubbering tractum. Ugh, gods, I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. The last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was a captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but you wouldn't believe me, Look, his name was Visca, alright? Visca. He'll tell you how to defeat Titus, or whatever the hell's that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. I'd say no. Fire his ass. Bye. Okay, is the stroller still being useless, or did she leave? Already fucking left. Bitch, the hell? Oh, I have not been here. Oops. X. God, this part's a pain in my ass. It always irritates me. Because it's just like glorified errand boy to the max. And genuinely, like, mostly pointless fetch quests. Like, even when I was first still playing it and I was, like, enchanted by everything, this part made me want to, like, bash my head in. Up. Pardon, you wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsolominsa are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes, then? Just like in the tales? Be not so quick to judge. Long have I harbored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived, as long as I labored. He is blessed with a power that protects him from primal influence. Thus was he able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks, and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A man who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him, in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserved better than the greeting I gave you, but I will not send you into Oklahoma on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gegeruju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man! Have you heard nothing I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Oklahoma. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Huh, very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa Laminsa hangs in the balance. I like that he also clocked her. And was like, okay, sure. Up. Master Gegeruju's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Okay. Bonk. But Nani can swim. Imsh. It's inflated. Oh shit. Like, where's my gap closer? Level 70. 66, rather. Yep. I think Warrior's the only one that gets a gap closer at a decent level. Maybe Dark Knight, but I don't remember exactly what level they get it. I know Paladin is like annoyingly late. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Yeah, here you go. Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. Okay. I think this is to go into Brave Flock's Long Stop. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gegeruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gegeruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Kalon, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare items our chef requires. Ingredients. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine, and by suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landinel at the Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me you cannot afford to waste time, as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Yeah. You at, bitch? There you are. This ugly ass. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So, this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Calon. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Okay. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret, and her. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them, it was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot, Detto here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven's pillar. Fair enough. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. But the mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. And there will be other heroes, Calon. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Encouraging. Thank you. Anyway. These bitches don't realize I'm level 46. I'm over leveled, man. This is nothing. Big. Sup? Oh, you're big. Anyway. What's up, idiot? Guess who got the fucking egg? I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. See? Ah! Such bravery, such recklessness! That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see to it that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Uodnun. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Calon. Okay. Anyway. Ooh. My nose. Fine. State your business, adventurer. Ha ha! So this is the one Viscate sends me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that. You did manage to obtain that adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Nun I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Nun. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills, instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To face even this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, do you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior, and bring to me his necklace. Okay. I also ran out of tissues earlier, so I'm like... I forgot how slow this part goes. Or how slow you are until you get the speed up. Crazy Dio. Really set on the complete other side. Okay. I love that we don't even have to, like, try. It just tells us what. Beautiful. Very helpful. I remember not being over-leveled when I did this, so I kept getting my ass beat by that sandworm. Sup, idiot? Anyway. Off we fucking go. What? What the fuck? Are people botting? Whatever, I don't care. That was weird though. Wake me up for you, Oklahoma road. Tell me, adventurer. Is our old nemesis dead? "'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear, it belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek." A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point in dwelling out what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the southern dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Sagoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There's an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you whole. It will devour you as well. There's so much fucking reading. God, I can zoom so far in. Wait, that's cute. I made that mistake before as well. I was like, an angler? The dune angler, I'm just saying. Off we go. Hello? There we go. Anyway. Inventory organization while I auto-run. Yippee! You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Here you go. Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Calon. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Viscate. Worry not, you'll have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know naught of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Viscate's counsel. Ah, but hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. Okay. Oh fuck yeah, I can go fast. The captain was always fond of this brand of iron. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. I, Viscate, was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards, Callum. Okay. Okay. Ooh, teleport. Okay. Linton Way. I might pause before the dungeon that I think we're about to be sent to. Well, I know we're about to get sent into Brayflog's long stop. Well met, Calon. Lad and Ellen Uodnun both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the nun personally. Now, you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenard this time to obtain it. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, was to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago she sent word that there's been some trouble at the Longstop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozun Nazun. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their home. Okay, actually, it's right now that I'm getting it, so I guess I'll do it. Rather than having a 45-minute stream. I know my streams aren't super long right now, but damn, that's still a little short. Even for me. Oh, I just got crazy deja vu. Oh my god. Okay, crazy deja vu. What the fuck? Anyway. What's there, Avenger? Hey, something happening over at the Gabi settlement? I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. Bitch. We're going to Raincatcher Gully. Are you coming along? Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Oh my god, I used to fish for hours in that creek, stream, whatever. I don't remember what the fuck is there. Might be like a big fish of some sort. But Call, tongue flaps of Viscate be reaching ears of Brayflox. Uplanders come for tasty fresh Gabi treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander deep in Longstop. Flighty beasts chased Gabi flock from homes. Gabi flock needs goodly Uplander to give safety to Longstop with much hand-lending. Okay, you can do that. Wow. Okay, less than 5 minutes, and now I stare at a wall. Oh boy. So pretty. I love the crown with this hair too, with like going through the bangs. me out. Hell yeah. Maybe I will stay bunny. I don't know, I just love Benani. The lop ears, or the fucked up lop ears. I like them a lot. I like them a lot! Aha! Anyway. Can we please get a party? I love the switching idol pose. And that it's like a thing. Oh, this hair is so good. So quiet. Ooh. The boring version of this. What have we got? Do have two Fantasia. I think there's another Fantasia. Another couple Fantasias out that I can get. No, it's not been 5 minutes, but less than 5 minutes, my ass. Sorry, Nat. Good night. This pose always makes me laugh. Like, standing up way too straight, hand on hip. This one's at least kind of chill. In like the least chill way possible. Some of the idol animations are so funny. Cute. See what some of the animations like. Tiny. Oh. These I know. I don't have that there. I like the little flip. Oh, that's the same animation. What the fuck? Or the same effects, rather. "5 minutes my ass!" Or less than 5 minutes my ass. Let me in! Man! I think this is the downside of being on Dynamis. Because the shit would have popped so fast on Primal. I'm so for real. Not to mention if I had been on Cactuar or some shit. You know what? If it goes past past 7 minutes, I'm gonna pull out and then be like, next time. Oh. It hurt me. They said, fine, bitch, fuck, impatient. Yes. Very. Thank you for noticing. Yippee! Oh. Oh, living bitch. Hello? There we go. Okay, are you getting that? Sick. Thanks, homie. Okay, as long as I've got the healer. That's a poison. Pressing the wrong button. I'm very much staring at my hotbar. Anyway. Do I need to go up there anymore? I don't remember. Okay, I guess we do. There are better ways they could have done that. I don't remember half of what the earlier dungeons need anymore, considering so many of them changed. Go. Again? I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. Oh. Bargain. Bye-bye. I wonder what the functional difference is between drakes and beasts. There is one. I mean, it's possibly in the Encyclopedia Eorzea. I could check. Oh, Aitar. You used to be a bigger pain in the ass. I don't know how much of a pain in the ass you are now. I think it's fine as long as your hero knows Asuna, which it does not look like mine does. Oh no, they don't know how to use Asuna. Sick, dog. Does it hurt a bit? Well, at least this bitch doesn't heal himself anymore, it looks like. This dungeon is where I learned that Asuna existed. Am I trying to stun it? Maybe 47, I think. Sick nasty. Let's go. Yippee. Okay, cool. Goodly Uplander has thanks of Gobbyflock. Flighty beast was tricksy foe, but Uplander outwitted with plans making. Uplander has goodly head for fighty think. Ryflock's happy gives tasty fresh gobby treats to clever Uplander. I love gobbies. Cheese is stinky sweet gobby treat, special make with secret gobby arts. No party complete without gobby gouda, Brayflock's every say. I'm being lazy. Oh, I'm level 48 now. Ooh. Kill him. Sniff, sniff. I can't sniff it into the microphone. I gather you solved Brayflux's little problem. Pungent odor of this hard yellow cheese veined with a blue-green mold is most comparable to the warm, damp boot of a zombie. They're stepping in ripe chocobo dung. Goblins claim it is a delicacy, but then again, they have their masks to filter out the aroma. Fair enough. By the gods, that unholy stench! This is definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, this should be quite flavorful. Ouch. How is it made? It's best if you remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use. I don't want to know. Simply. Bravo, Gallon. Thanks to you, our guests shall be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally exquisite aperitif? God, this fucking gnat. Fuck off. Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shamani Lomani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip. He'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give Shamani Lomani my regards. Thank you for the follow. I have to fucking get over there again. Okay, let's go. Doing fates in this area before you could fly? Nightmare. Absolute fucking nightmare. Because that's when the last Yokai Watch event was, before you could fly. And so everyone was just... or maybe not the last one, but the one I did. Yeah, pain in the fucking ass. Oh look, I have over 1 million again. Sick. Go ferry skipper. Yes. Please, thank you. Oh, to sleep. Nope, this way. I don't know why I always think this is down here. Whatever. I don't suppose it really matters. Me too, homie. Jabroka. Broca? No, I Jafixa. Oh, okay. Sweat, grime, and blood. Ah, you reek of blood. An adventurer, unless I am mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? An order? Let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. The paper smells of loam and perfume. Costa del Sol. There's also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gegeruju would not settle for anything less than the best. Dirstvisht and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Ah, but perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work, none can deny that it pays well. Ah, but you grow impatient, and Viscate must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in Hound are hoarded by Bjerglaint, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow, I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. Okay. If I don't want to beg. What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of his polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte vintner bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you gubu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight. Okay. Fair enough. I don't like wine, so. What's up? So he was a dick, Lomani. I take it he said no? Really? In those words? Huh. Well, I cannot say that I am surprised. While there's no denying his passion and skill, the wine baron of Limsa Lominsa is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. There's a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town. They were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. Okay. But, as is all too often said, the calamity changed that. Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. We cannot convince Bjerglaint to part with his wines. Our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vignerons tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. This is the part that pissed me off the most, I think. The wine part. Here wine. Falarum. Bacchus wine? Bah, don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamned house. Fair enough. I feel like that's a valid reaction, I won't lie. What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. I never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. That tracks. No luck, huh? Most regrettable, but we had to try. Ah, but Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Dolgohomero, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me to find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia which once filled me with hope may forever be lost to us. Brother, I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. For everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there's a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die because I very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Drest took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Drest sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully docks, so perhaps Ritz Kilt can tell you where to find him. Okay. Almost done. Almost done. Ritz Kilt. Dressed. Oh, you mean the hermit. I toss him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. Doesn't talk about himself, and I sure as hells don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone, I say. You've a mind to find him, though, and so head southwest to the third string. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Oh, vamos, I know that you did. Okay. Almost cannot sing. Oh. I know that you want it, boom. I fucked it up. I don't care. It's empty. It's very empty. Hello. What do you want? Wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? I can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing. It keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please, make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. Okay. It also drives me fucking insane when I can hear the "Oh, hello, Bloody Mary." When I can hear fucking the buzzy sounds. Like, drives me fucking insane. Sick. I like these. I don't think I ever noticed that they glow like that. That they curl up. They're cute.
It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me, even after what my comrades and I did to your country. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others... No, no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home.
Damn.
I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Earlier today at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine, see? Should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same.
Okay. That's cute. A little leaf sticking up out of it. Keep seeing the gnat out of my lower peripheral vision and it's pissing me off. It has been some time, Canon. What news do you have of Drest?
Ah yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. You're not so different, Dresden and I. Two men who have long struggled to not let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Aye, it is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Calon. Ooh. By the gods, Calon! Listen, I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about Drest's palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain these are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. We could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Drest found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. Oh my god, dog. Yeah, this is why this part irritated me, because it's just constant back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and wine. And back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and wine. I don't care. Please. Anyway. Oh. Level 49. When did that happen? I wish I could level lock myself. I'd level lock myself to 50 for a while, if I could. But alas. Oh, hello again. What is it? It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. No, it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh gubu tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from some vines growing on the back of one such beast. If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some gubus are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. Oh, okay. Chismu. My ass hasn't attuned. God damn it. Otherwise, I absolutely would have teleported back. No shame. Attune, 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 Cal, attune. Tune to the goddamn etherite.
What did Drest have to say, Calon? Tell me everything. Aha! I was right! This smell, this texture. I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice vintner could... Well, as my witness, it is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? What? You would offer this to me, but why? There is none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Birgalate. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you didn't... Wait! The shape of this bottle, the scent of this label. This couldn't possibly be a 1547 Bacchus. But that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport, I say. He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gegeruju will find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, Calon. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. But do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Viscate. Fucking finally. Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I am a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. Nodders. Anyway, fucking Jesus. Teleport, because I'm lazy. What's up, Basegate? Hey, Stola. Bitch. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me, so what of the wine I asked you to bring? Is that? 7 hells, the 1547 Bacchus. Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you, but congratulations, Calon. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin. Ooh. You have the look of a man who has been to the 7th hell and back. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in his own honor, and while the shadow of Titan looms over us all, it beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. Yeah, fair. Lady Stola, Sir Alba. A thousand pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, sir. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. Come now, he must have sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Yes, low-key. Spare him your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment. And, unlike me, Calon has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten him. Aye, aye, fair's fair. There's no sense in hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be godslayers by his own criteria. If even one found him wanting, he would be rejected without a second thought. But if he proved himself worthy, we swore we would do our utmost to support his cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice, to send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Fair enough. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Kalon with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? He's a brave one, that much is certain. He willingly walked into the midst of danger, despite my repeated warnings that it could cost him his life. His skill is undeniable. He stalked his prey as relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Kalon, however, is a kind and generous soul. I am certain he has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at his side. Shkaw. Wily Uplander is talentful plansmaker, tricksy foe for mighty Rockman. I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We 5 of the Company of Heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, Kalon Alba, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. Finally! I would love to. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Kalon Alban. Kalon Alba, Titan's Bane. I can't read my own name. Fuck yeah.
Lord.
A bronze-skinned beauty. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. Lord. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. Okay. Please! Okay. When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Limsolomensa, Eorzea, or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Not my fucking bedtime alarm. Shkaw. Woodley Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fight, he think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time. Fair enough. Ah, Kalon, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Landonel sends his regards. I won't, thanks. You are a veteran of countless battles, Kalon. This is but one more. Trust in your experience, and you will prevail. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. He thinks. You are kind to indulge them, Calon. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. Okay. It's a fucking side-eye. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosha. There you will meet with Real, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the correct hands, he will remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at the 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in our method. Okay. Ooh. I just want to unlock the trial and then I'm gonna snoskaga. Snoskaga. Hello, Real. Greetings, mate. Might you be the one the captain said would come calling? I thought so. Pay attention now, cause I ain't explaining myself twice. Years ago, when we was weighing up to how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this beastman eorzea sea. Eh, what's that look for? Not familiar with him. He speaks of an unamplified eorzea which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such eorzea and those which you have used on countless occasions, Calon. Ah, well if it ain't the Charlian lass, welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogahomoro form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I have long pondered. Ah, give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step, and the next thing you know, you've got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around, and it was that as got us thinking. I mean, Ugamaro mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? And getting around a city that big would be a right pain in the arse if you didn't have an ethernet, wouldn't it? So it stood to reason that the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were aetheryte shards in the depths of Ogahomoro, you would have needed to attune yourselves to them before you could identify their signatures within the life stream. Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had the Charlian bloke to help us, see? Delivered us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing any Charlian scholar worth her salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be impossible if the aetherites in question happen to be... Ah, yes, but in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly put, all will depend on whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, lass. Don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zelma's Run and take a closer look at the aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not ye can't handle, mind.
Fuck yeah, brother.
I like that there's Momolja and then there's fucking kobolds right here. I think it's so funny for some reason. Me when I examine the Beastman aetherite. So this is the aetherite the Company of Heroes used to gain access to Titan's Sanctuary. It is as Papalimo speculated. In its present state, this aetherite signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you will have to proceed without me, Calon. I must needs remain here and supplement this beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Okay. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. Oh, whoops. Now, let us see if I am worth my salt. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. Okay. Okay. Wow! Okay, and that's it. Time for me to log out. Hell yeah, we finally fucking unlocked the Titan trial. Smiles. Holy shit. It only took us 2 fucking hours. Well, hell yeah. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever time zone you may be in. I hope it's a fantastic one. My next stream will be on Friday now, and that will be Slime Rancher. Possibly at 8 p.m. PST, or possibly earlier, but not later probably. Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. Again, I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever time zone you may be in. I hope it's a fantastic one, and I will see you next time. Farewell!